Good day. I am Leon Forsman, CEO of New Beginning Mediation Services in Johannesburg. Last week I posted a role-play video of a program that I hope we can roll out in schools, where we come and in a more creative way deal with bullying within the school system. Bullying is almost an epidemic in our schools. It happens all across South Africa. In all kinds of schools it happens. And usually it leads to very hurtful situations for people. So I think it is appropriate that we find new ways of dealing with bullying, because what we're doing at the moment is not conducive to help the victim and help the perpetrator to deal with their feelings, their inadequacies and backgrounds. You may ask now, what is bullying? Well, dear friends, bullying is nothing else than the use of force. The use of force in different ways, through coercion, hurtful teasing, abuse, aggressive domination, or intimidation. There is, however, a very important prerequisite for bullying, and that is that there should be a power imbalance on a physical and a social level. That is the most important part or reason why bullying can take place. It creates the circumstance in which it can thrive. Bullying is not the same as conflict. The imbalance in power makes it different than just normal conflict about something. And that is very important to know. There are 3 criteria for bullying to take place. A repetition over a period of time. Bullying is the activity of repeated aggressive behavior intended to hurt another individual, physically, mentally, or emotionally. And that's very important to realize. And then, obviously, there has to be an intent, a hostile intent to hurt someone. Now, there are a few risk factors that come to the fore when it comes to who is most prevalent to become a victim or become a bully at a school situation. First of all, low social economic status is a factor that has to be taken into consideration, research shows. The age, the grade, the gender have also shown to be risk factors. Gender plays a role. Boys are more prone to being bullied than girls. And it has to do with how we socialize girls and boys at home. It has also to do with a sense of belonging and feelings of fair treatment. The moment a person does not feel a sense of belonging and a feeling of fair treatment, those hurtful emotions can lead that person to be a bully, a perpetrator in the long run. there is also the very important factor of the peer group that is usually present in and during the bullying. It always takes place in groups. And these days, with the cell phones, it goes viral almost immediately. Studies have shown that even when bystanders believe bullying is wrong, they will encourage the bully instead of helping the victim. The behavior of bullies is as such. Bullying is often attributed to personality and family characteristics, as being hot-tempered and impulsive, and even domineering. This is often reinforced by families that tolerate aggressive behavior and use power-assertive discipline, like corporal punishment. It plays a big role. It has also been reported that parents of bullies are usually cold, indifferent, inconsistent. Their demonstration of affection is non-existent and unable to set clear boundaries. Bullies are reported to be unable to process social information accurately or understand other people's feelings, thoughts, and perspectives. They resort to violence as a way to reach their goals. And those goals has to do many times with being someone of note, being part of a group, being part of being in with the right people at school. The bully derives satisfaction from inflicting injury on others, understands the emotions involved in victimization. Bullies are more likely to be convicted of a crime in their early adulthood. And other negatives such as depression, suicide, conduct disorder is prevalent and with bullies. They love taking risks, high stakes risks, and they have a poor achievement, academic achievement. If we look at a victim, on the other hand, a typical victim is described as passive, anxious, overly sensitive, submissive, cautious, insecure, quiet, low in self-esteem, and having only few friends. It has been shown that victims come from overprotective or enmeshed families, wherein independence and self-assertion is not emphasized. There is another type of victim, the provocative or the bully victim type. This is quite interesting. This is a bully that bullies other children, but is also bullied by others. And he partakes on both sides of the aisle. Studies show that bully victims often violate social norms by intervening in conversations, being impatient, finding it hard to wait for their turn, and engaging in behavior typical of attention deficit, hyperactivity disorder. They tend to cause irritation around them and in a way elicit all kinds of negative responses. Anxiety-related disorders, vulnerability for depression, conduct disorders, poor self-esteem, high neuroticism, poor problem-solving truancy, and academic difficulties. Substance use or abuse is common, and suicidal tendencies are prevalent. We can hear that it is quite a daunting thing. It affects children's morale. It affects children's whole life. It makes a big difference in how they understand life and would like to live life. In our approach, we try to address the victim and the bully. We try to help them in a holistic fashion, where we not only focus on sanctions of punitive measures, but we focus on really trying to help these children in schools. Many times, things at home play a major role in, as we have heard, in victims' lives as well as in bullies' lives. So we need to address the root problem rather than the symptom, because the symptom is bullying. It's not the problem. The problem is much deeper. My dear friends, I hope this video helped you to understand a bit better what bullying is and how it affects our children and our school communities, how it can lead to dysfunction in later life for both the victim and the bully. Let's take hands and make a difference. Let's try something new so that we can make an impact on the problem at hand. Thank you very much. Keep well, keep safe. Oh yes, and if you like this video, click on the thumbs up and subscribe on the red button to become a follower of my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Keep well.